Today we're going to cover volume of spheres. This is by far the easiest volume to calculate because all you really need to know for the sphere is the radius of the sphere, and you can use the formula 4/3 pi times the radius cubed. Now, for people who do not like the side of a fraction, it can be changed to be 4 pi r cubed divided by 3. That is visually more appealing to a lot of people. All you have to do is just rewrite it, and voila, it's not as intimidating. Now, we will also deal with hemispheres. And to get a hemisphere, you have to take half of the formula for the volume of a sphere. So if I multiply 1/2 times 4 pi r cubed all divided by 3, the 2 would go into 4 2 times. So then you're left with 2 pi r cubed over 3 being the formula for the volume of a hemisphere. So let's do some problems. For example, if they told me find the volume of a sphere with a radius of 10, I would simply plug in the 10 for the radius in my formula of 4 pi r cubed over 3, and that would give me 4,000 pi divided by 3 units cubed. Now, if you want to change that to a decimal, you can, but if you want to have the most precise, exact answer, you would leave it in terms of pi, because then there would be no rounding going on. Let's try another one. What if I wanted the diameter of the sphere when given a volume of 972 pi? Well, I still set it up as 4 pi r cubed over 3 equals 972 pi. The first thing I do is multiply the 3 over, so they would cancel on this side. And then I'd be left with 4 pi r cubed equals 2,916 pi. Then divide off your 4 pi. Your pi's would cancel. So 2,916 divided by 4 is 729. So I would have r cubed is 729. To get the cubed off of my radius, I'd take the cubed root of 729, which gives me a radius of 9. But they didn't want radius, they wanted diameter. So I'd have to just multiply that by 2 and get that my diameter was 18 units. Again, if they give me a volume of 7,238.229474, I set it equal to the 4 pi r cubed over 3. Multiply your 3 over, divide by your 4 pi. You get that r cubed is 1,728. From there, you take the cubed root. Your radius ends up being 12, which means your diameter would be 24. Finally, if they told me the diameter of a hemisphere, now I have to change my formula. It's no longer a full sphere, it's a half of a sphere, so it's 2 pi r cubed over 3. It's the same process. I'd multiply the 3 over, then I'd divide by 2 pi, which would get me to 64. Take the cubed root of 64, which is 4, and multiply it by 2 to get the diameter of 8. Okay, well, that's volume of a sphere. Hope this helps.